Yeah, yo. Yeah, I don't think I can get any overdress boosters for us anymore. I spent all of my fucking money on fucking the latest Bermuda set, the Twinkle Melody. Fuck. It's not selling. It's fucking worthless. I'm so fucked, man. I know. I just really thought it would be a banger, so I just emptied all my bank accounts into it. Yeah, can you? I just need money for. I just need some money for overdress, and then we'll be okay. We'll be okay. All right. Thanks, Mom. Love you. Bye. I gotta film a video now. Peace. Yo, what is up, everyone? It's UA from the Strictly Broken YouTube channel, and today I want to make a video talking about Bermuda a little bit. I've been getting quite a bit of PMs actually from people asking me about my thoughts on this topic. It seems like this channel is headed into a direction that I honestly didn't really plan for, but it makes a lot of sense, after I reviewed through it. And it's like, I have my own life experiences and what I can talk about and share a kind of a genuine raw opinion for. And it seems to have a lot to do with card shop running, Bushiroad products and stuff. And that's where we're headed. People keep asking me this question, and so I will address it to the best and probably try to be a little bit careful about how I address it, but I'll do the best I can. So, Bermuda Twinkle Melody prices are absolutely in the toilet bowl right now. No doubt about that. If you were a person who bought into the set, I feel so bad for you. You basically, compared to pre-order season, you most definitely have to, whatever money you put into that, maybe even 33%ed whatever you put into it, and that just feels fucking horrible. Honestly, my condolences. Losing money sucks, but that is a part of playing card games that you just have to accept. Most people do accept that, and there's some people who complain about it and are upsetty spaghettis about that, who then knock on their sellers' doors and be like, yo, my cards are worthless now, can I get a bit of a discount? Those people should probably not be playing card games to begin with. Those people probably work at McDonald's and probably rent all their video games so they can't afford anything. So for those who are more rational, for those who are just here to maybe listen to how I feel about this Bermuda drop and how that affects the store strictly and everything, I have very limited things I want to actually say about it. When it comes to financial or just any kind of small business content on YouTube, you'll have a lot of people who try to give you advice, feedback, or whatever, and some of them do a good job at emphasizing that they are no financial advisor and they actually lack financial credentials to be talking about this. Some people do a great job of that. Others actually make videos and talk as if you should be listening to them. I don't want to take that angle. I'm just a fucking idiot who owns a card store. That's already a symbol of my idiocy, because owning a card store fucking sucks. But I'm just a person with a perspective. Now, it's been said in a couple videos, and it's a fact at this point, I did go to business school, but I also want to keep that on the record that though I did take some finance courses, I was a human resource management major. I was not a finance major. My financial knowledge is fucking non-existent, basically. Keep in mind, I am also not a god. I am not a all-seeing entity who knows everything. But when we talk about Twinkle Melody, there are a lot of factors that I think we can actually talk about that are at play here that have caused this set to basically I'd rather use the cards to wipe my ass than toilet paper. Like, toilet paper actually costs more than if I just picked up a grade 3 searcher and started just shoving it up my ass. It is cheaper to do that. One big one is the overdress release, or the overdress announcement, and movement away from V era. That's going to affect people. Now, I'm one of those people who believe V era will be fine in the long term, but in the short term, we're going to see some kind of effects on V era releases and everything, because people's attention spans are limited. We're moving on to the next thing, and people naturally will gravitate towards the next cool thing. That is just undoubtedly true. You don't have to be a genius to already reach that conclusion, but it's worth mentioning. Second thing that I don't see a lot of people mentioning, but it's just really true. Maybe you don't notice it because you're not in the perspective that I am. From the end of 2019 into 2020 and now 2021, there has been an increase in seller activity for Cardfight Vanguard. That means sellers are booming. In 2020 alone, from the position I'm in, I literally saw TCG player stores grow multiple folds. For that, by the way, there are reasons for that as well. You know, COVID related, stimulus related potentially, that have caused people to, you know, want to sell more cards online and get a whole side business going. So that has grown. 2020, the seller end of Cardfight Vanguard has grown a lot, meaning that supply has increased, meaning that, you know, just in general, the increase of supply would put downwards pressure on pricing and everything. So that's something that almost, if you just take a look at it, take a look at the facts, is undoubtedly true as well, that the seller market has grown a lot more and the buyer's market has grown less, because, you know, again, Overdress Reboot is going to shrink the buyer's market, as well as, you know, you can't go out, people can't go out to play card games, and so your buyer's market shrinks from that as well. And you know, some people thirdly bring up the valuable point that Bermuda is just, you know, people shit on it in the West. Like in the Japanese, the cards are always bangers. People love their anime girls. Japan, you know, has that kind of thing going for it, and it seems like it's not as prevalent in the West. That's something that I have no idea about. I'm just gonna take people's word for it. If it's true, it's true. These kind of things are highly speculative, not even necessarily true stuff, that Westerners are not fans of Bermuda. That's another possible reason. I frankly don't care for this reason, but it is out there. Fourthly, you got to consider that Bermuda is like the audience for Bermuda Triangle is stretched extremely thin. Like, there are so many. So the clan is Bermuda Triangle, but there are so many archetypes and decks in Bermuda Triangle that, for example, if a person was just excited for Mirror, they're gonna get the Mirror stuff. A person's excited for Pacifica, they're gonna update that. Riviere, Coral, Prism, and then the Orange stuff, Melody stuff. Like, I can list all these deck archetypes, and there's just, it ends up being that while Clans in V did a great job of just creating people who really loved their clans and were able to just become like people who main said clan, like, I'm just a Narukami main, I'm just a Pale Moon main, I'm just a Angel Feather main. Bermuda tends to, it seemed like, stretch its audience super thin because there's so many archetypes and no one wants to own them all. They'll usually own the best one, which is, keep in mind, in Twinkle, the power levels of all the decks are pretty high, so the best one is even debatable, but they tend to own the best one and then maybe one or two of the ones they enjoy or are fan of the characters for. So just in that in itself is also limiting your buyer's market, causing potential downward pressure on the price. Again, that's a more speculative reason, so I'm not even a big fan of it myself, but it is out there. I'm putting it out there. So all these things being said, there is upwards pressure on supply, downwards pressure on buy, price is low, normal supply and demand bullshit. That's what it comes down to. And right now, the price is doggy doo-doo. So I just laid out some facts for you. And what people also want along with the facts are, you know, what should we do in this situation? You know, the prices suck. What should I be doing? I don't know how to navigate this. I am not a financial advisor. I am not going to tell you what you should be doing with your money, your assets, your position on Bermuda. I don't feel comfortable giving that advice, and I just don't care about having that kind of responsibility for your well-being. But what I can say on this topic is just this, and that's where I'm going to leave off this video. Primary Melody, Strictly Broken TCG, doubled and more its original cost basis on the product. So double and more, meaning 100% plus profit on that product. Crystal Melody, we are currently 1.5 up on our original cost basis, so 50% more up, with still a large inventory of the stuff still. Both Primary, and Crystal were extremely profitable sets for Strictly Broken TCG. And they were the profitability never came up in the short term. It was always after, you know, the whole year span stretch, seeing people start to realize what cards they want to play, or what cards might be good later, or what cards might get hyped up when something else releases, speculative versus actually competitive choices, ban list differences, new releases, everything. So all those factors after play, not just the initial pump and dump release. Both these sets did extremely well for Strictly. That's all I can say about the topic. Take that as you will. I have nothing else to say about Twinkle Melody at all. So that's it for this video. We are currently doing a giveaway on Imaginary Gift 2 markers, the ones that they gave the stores and give the players. They're really cool. You can check that out in the link in the description below, as well as the Gleam link that you use to get submissions into the giveaway. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And it's UA signing off. Peace.